Good morning, everyone. This is Keith Haywood. We are here in Meaden, Tennessee. It's myself and Daniel Hopper with Wildlife Addiction. We're at Jared Farms Market and Custom Processing. What's the actual name of this one? The Custom Deer Processing here in Meaden, Tennessee. We're here this morning they were kind enough to let us come in today and do some footage of their building here in Meaden, and hopefully get some juvenile kids coming in here this morning with some deer where we can get some footage and talk to some of the kids. So look, if you're out and about, come check this place out. It's a lot more than just a processing facility. They sell a lot of produce. It's an amazing little store. So if you're in Meaden, Tennessee, come check out Jared's Farm Market here. Hello everyone, I'm Keith Haywood, Wildlife Addiction. I have Daniel Hopper with me. He's behind the camera today. And we are at Custom Deer Processing in Meaden, Tennessee.
Yes.
And we are with one of the co-owners. You must be the boss, Mrs. Donna, and your husband Chad is not here right now. He hadn't made it in yet. And we just wanted to walk through the process of bringing your deer here to the Custom Deer Processing. And we want to ensure you that when you bring your deer here, when you come to receive your deer, you're getting the deer that you brought in. So let's just walk through the process. So if somebody pulls in the front parking lot, what do they need to do?
When you pull in, our front door, we've got a sign there that says front door. You'll come in there and you'll talk to one of the ladies behind the counter, and they will give you 2 tags. One you'll fill out yourself, that's your CWD tag, and you'll put that on the head of your deer. The other tag, we'll ask you how you want it cut, all your information, your confirmation number, and write it all on this one tag. And you'll put that on the leg of your deer.
Yes, ma'am.
This area right here is actually the skinning area.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you drop it off right outside this door here, and then the guys are back here skinning will take it in, and they'll take this. The tag will still be there, so they'll do what they need to do with the head, and then they'll hang your deer on one of these hooks here, and they'll skin the legs back and skin the whole deer, and they'll return this tag back on the deer.
Yes, ma'am.
Once that happens, they'll put it in this cooler, and it hangs for 3 to 5 days to age it a little bit,
yes,
and make it a little more tender, a little less gamey. And then our cutters, the cut room is right off the side there.
Okay, well that's what we're going to do next. Is we're going to walk back to the cut room, and we'll show them what the cut room looks like.
Absolutely.
And, so stay with us. All right, everyone, now we move back to the cut room, and Miss Adonna is going to kind of walk us through the process of what happens when the deer goes from the cooler to the cut room.
Okay, so this tag again, they're going to bring the deer into this room.
Yes, ma'am.
And they'll set it on this table. First we have the our first cutter, and he will debone everything and put it into these pans.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, the tag is, when he took the tag off, he hangs it right here, and this is the deer he was working on. And then he'll take the cuts, like the prime cuts, he'll put it on this tray. Whenever he's done with that deer, he'll put this tray across there, take the tag, and lay it on top of it.
So we're ensuring that tag for that deer stays with that deer.
That tag is with that deer. That is, John Doe's deer. Number 571.
Yes,
we know exactly what it is.
Perfect.
And that number again, to make sure that you get your right deer, we give you a little business card with your number on it. So whenever someone calls me, I ask them what deer number. That's what I mean. That way, because that's how I reference it. Is I've got a book up there with all the information and your number on it. And
yes, ma'am. Okay.
So then whenever he's done, he takes his pan. He'll move it right here, and he'll go ahead and start the next deer.
Yes, ma'am.
But this tag is still here. So I've got 2 ladies over here, and they will turn around and they will grab this pan. I've got this lady, she takes all this information, goes up there and writes it on my book. She'll lay that tag back in there for the grind.
Yes, ma'am.
And she'll come over here and she'll start working on packaging.
Right.
Everything's vacuum sealed on this end and labeled. And then the grind lady will come over here and she'll grab that pan and take it to her station. And this is the grind.
Yes, ma'am.
It goes through a 2 grind process. It goes grind here, and then the second grind, and then it goes into grind tubes. At which point, she'll have a box here, On that box, it'll have your name, the last 5-year confirmation number, and my deer number.
Right.
And she'll put all the stuff in it. This lady puts all the stuff in it, and then that box goes to the freezer. And that is John Doe's box number 571 in the freezer. And whenever he brings his car to pick up, he'll tell me number 571. I check his name, his information. We give him his deer, and we always tell them, check your box, make sure it's got your name on it.
That's right.
Because that's our last checkpoint.
And that's the process.
That's the process to make sure that you get your deer. And so there's never, now, I mean, no one's infallible.
That's right.
But we do our best.
But you do everything you can to ensure.
We have checkpoints.
Yes, ma'am.
And, checks and balances to make sure that nothing bad happens, that nothing's wrong.
Well, that's great.
But also, I mean, speaking of checkpoints, the other checkpoint is, if anything's wrong with the deer, if anything is, if the deer was shot and it's got bone fragments in it, or if it's had a prior injury, this is the final checkpoint for that.
Gotcha.
The cutters here are, they're trained to care for that deer and to make sure that everything is clean and nothing's in that deer that you don't want.
Right.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you, it sounds like y'all's process is y'all have a system, and it works wonderfully.
Like a little assembly line.
Yeah, and that's perfect. Hey, so if you are a deer hunter in West Tennessee and you are looking for a processor to take care of your deer for you,
we would love to have you.
Y'all call Miss
Sedona.
Miss Sedona.
Or Chad.
For that.
You can call Chad too.
And what we're going to do is they're going to contact you at Custom Deer Processing, and I'm going to give out the phone number.
Okay.
Chad's phone number, the husband Chad, is 731-225-4072, and Miss Sedona's phone number is 731-332-1322. 1323. Forgive me, I didn't do that again. 731-332-1323. And you can also find Custom Deer Processing on Facebook.
Yes, we have a Facebook page. When the deer are cut, we do our best to text everybody and let them know their deer's ready. It gets really, really busy right there sometimes. Sometimes those calls, the deer are ready, they're sitting here, and I haven't had a chance to call yet. So sometimes I'll post on Facebook, I've got deer numbers.
That's right.
Whatever number down, cut.
I got you. And do y'all ever get to the point where you're full, you're at capacity, and you have to put out messages saying, hey, we're full? Occasionally.
Last year we closed 2 days.
Just to catch up.
This year we didn't close at all. This year we, my cutters, they upped their game, and everyone showed up and showed out, and thankfully no one got sick. And the holidays, everything went smooth for them, and we didn't close not a single time this year. We did not turn away one single deer this year.
That's excellent. So
and that's amazing.
Yeah, and we have some good processors in West Tennessee. We do. We have several processors. So, but and there's times like I'm from the Brownsville, Tennessee area, and they get full. So
yes.
Make sure you call Miss Sedona and see if a processor, if you're from a different area of West Tennessee and you're normally using somebody else, but you're needing to get a deer processed.
I'm here, yeah.
Give her a call and see if she's available. And
like I said, it really depends on my crew. Again, I have an excellent crew. I couldn't be more proud of them. It falls on all of us, we, of course, me and Chad do our part, do what we can as far as the business.
Right.
But the crew is where that's where it depends, because if they're sick or if they're tired, and they are, they're exhausted.
They work hard.
This year, can I talk about numbers?
Absolutely.
This year we took in 2,200 deer, and my crew was tired. They worked, there was many days they worked 8-hour days, consistently. There were some days that they worked 12-hour days.
That's amazing.
And just to get them out.
And they are the backbone then.
They are the business.
Right.
They were in here, I have some friends that'll stop in and help some.
Sure.
And then I have my main crew of about 4 people back here. who really, know what they're doing,
That's right.
and whenever I have friends stop by, they have to,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
they have to train them a little bit.
That's right, but
Any
any help you can get is great.
help is great, especially in the downtime, because, it's hard to, you've got to, from, when does deer season open?
Oh, it opens,
But the big one.
the day after Thanksgiving,
That's it,
after
the week-
Halloween, but that week of Thanksgiving is
The
usually.
week of Thanksgiving is,
It's a busy time.
it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. It is incredible, and then everyone wants to go eat with their family, and you can't deny them.
That's right.
Everyone needs their family.
That's right.
My mother actually cooks us Thanksgiving and brings it up here.
That is awesome.
My mother is 83 years old.
Bless her heart.
83 years old and lives an hour away.
And brings
And she cooks
Thanksgiving.
us Thanksgiving dinner for our crew, brings it up here and puts a spread out so that we don't have to,
Right.
because Thanksgiving's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite holiday, and she
That's right.
knows that, so she takes care of me.
Hey, thank
And,
God for good mamas. Thank God for good mamas. And hey, you can get as emotional as you want to.
I know everybody thinks they have the best mama, but I have the best.
Well, look,
But,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
so again, the crew, it's on them, and they,
Yes, ma'am.
they stayed well, and, their hands were hurting, and, I would send them to the doctor.
Right.
Go to the doctor, see if she can help you.
Well, it doesn't, it sounds like not only do you have an amazing process of business,
I have an amazing doctor too.
you have an amazing, but you're an amazing person to work for. And that means a whole lot.
You probably should ask them that.
Well, but you do more than processing. You have a whole other business up front.
We do, we have a produce business up
Yeah.
front. This is the first year that we've combined the two.
Yes, ma'am.
For the last 15 years, maybe no longer,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, longer than 15 years, we've had the produce business,
Mhm.
and it was in our yard, and then we had the processing business in a different building, and this is the first year we've combined them both in the same building.
I got you.
And, it's
So
a-
when I pulled it up on my GPS, it actually took me to I guess where you used to,
my
to the house.
I don't
So-
know why it's doing that. I have fixed everything.
It's a quarter-mile difference, so
It's two properties, south.
Yeah, so you can't, and look, the address here is 2130 Highway 18.
Yes.
Here in Meeting, Tennessee, 38356.
My house is 2150.
Okay, so you're two properties over, and what we want to do is thank you for what you do.
Well, no.
And,
Listen, the business is the thank you.
well,
I don't need a personal thank you. The business, word of mouth,
yes, ma'am.
repeat business, those are the thank yous.
And that's how your business grows. Word of mouth is one of the biggest
Referrals, that's
advertisements
the
you
thank
can
you.
get. Yes, ma'am. So, hey, look, guys, once again, Custom Deer Processing, this is Miss Sedona, her husband Chad, which is not here. Give them a call, and I'm gonna give you the address one more time. It's 2130 Highway 18 in Meaden, Tennessee. The zip code, it's the zip code, isn't it?
38356.
I'm so sorry. I have an area code on my mind. And so contact Miss Sedona at 731-332-1323, or you can contact Chad at 731-225-4072.
Yes.
All right, hey.
Sometimes,
thank you,
and you never know who's when we're busy,
guys. Mhm.
it's hard to answer the phone.
Yeah.
So either call, leave a message, send me a Facebook message. People
just drop
reach me, just come.
Or just drop
come.
in. Yeah, just come. So, hey, thank you guys. And what we're gonna do, Miss Sedona, is we're gonna go up and we're gonna take a look at the other part of your business too.
Awesome.
So, hey, from Keith Haywood, Daniel Hopper, thank y'all for tuning in on Wildlife Addiction.